Hello, welcome to FM Tuition Center. Let's look at the question that we're looking at. Okay, let's look at this question. Can you see these are trees being cut here? These ones here. I'm going to point them so that you know these are trees. Can you see these are trees that have been cut? Okay, the trees have been cut down. Okay, and then you can see on the other side. If you come this side, you notice that this is sewage, okay? Water that is coming from the toilets and so on, okay? And then from the toilets and so on, and that water is coming into the what? So those are trees. So this water from the sewage is entering into this river. Have you seen? And the trees there that have been cut. And then this is a factory here. This is a factory that is used to make paper, okay? That's why it's written wood processing and paper making factory. Okay. So let's look at the questions now, guys. Question 1. Look at question 1. Question 1 is saying identify the diminishing resource being used in the above diagram. Okay. To diminish, it means to finish. What resource in this diagram do you perceive that it is finishing? It is the trees that have been cut. So it means it is trees. This is a resource that is diminishing. It is the trees. This is a diminishing resource. Okay? So it is a woodland or the trees. That is a diminishing resource, guys. Okay? So the diminishing resource, it is actually the woodland or trees. Woodland, it means trees. Okay? That's the reason why when you move this side, if you move this side, you find that the answer here, the first answer here, it is saying trees. Have you seen? The first answer, it's trees. So it means the diminishing resource is actually the trees. Why? Because the trees are diminishing. It means the trees are finishing because they're being cut by people. Okay? So let's go back to the question. The second question is, so don't get confused. You can put trees or woodlands. It's the same answer. You can put trees or woodlands. It's up to you. It simply means the same thing. Okay. So what's the next question that we're going to look at? The next question is, which two activities shown in the above diagrams have a negative impact on the environment? What two activities do you see that have a negative impact on the environment? Guys, can you see this is a river here? This one. Can you see this is a river that is passing like this? That is a river. And then this is sewage, the sewage pipe. Okay? That is a sewage pipe that is removing out sewage water coming into the river. So it means this river is going to be contaminated. Okay? So it means that is sewage, that sewage pipe is removing wastewater, such as water from the toilet, water from the bathroom, water from the sinks. All that water is coming into the river. Okay? So, if we answer this question, which is saying, which two activities shown in the diagram have a negative impact on the environment? The first one that has a negative impact is the cutting down of trees. The cutting down of trees has a negative impact. Okay? The cutting down of trees has a negative impact. Okay? When trees are cut, there's a negative impact. The next one that has a negative impact, it is the what? The disposal of sewage in the water or in the river. The disposal of sewage, this sewage from the pipe into the river has a negative impact because people drink that water in the river in case they are going to swim. When they drink that water, they'll start getting sick of waterborne diseases. Okay? So two activities have a negative impact. The first one is the cutting down of trees, which is called deforestation. The cutting down of trees, which is called deforestation. So when you come this side, that's why question 2, the answer is, as you can see there, the cutting down of trees is called deforestation. Have you seen? That word is called deforestation. So the cutting down of trees has a negative impact. And what is called the cutting down of trees? What is the scientific name to cut trees? It's called deforestation. and the sewage discharge in the river. Meaning, when sewage is removed from the toilets, from the basins, and then it is transported into the river, it has got a negative impact. So there are two activities that have got negative impact: the cutting down of trees and also the disposing of sewage into the river, or the discharging of sewage into the river. Okay, I think I'm clear now. So we'll go to the next question. Question 3. Suggest one solution to any of the identified activities which have a negative impact. What is the solution to the cutting down of trees? How can you stop the cutting down of trees? What is the solution to it? By planting new trees. So it means when you cut trees, you should plant new ones. So apart from people cutting these trees, new trees needs to be planted. So the planting of trees is what is called afforestation. Afforestation. Okay? So it means afforestation is a planting of new trees, because they're trying to find a solution on how you can stop. They're saying suggest one solution to any of the identified activities. How can you find a solution to cutting down of trees? By planting new trees. You see, it's here. Question 3. Question 3, the answer is plant more trees. And the planting of trees is what is called afforestation. Can you see the word afforestation? So plant new trees, okay? And stop disposing wastewater and industrial wastewater in the river. So it means the only way you can stop deforestation, which is the cutting of trees, is by you planting new trees. Okay? Planting new trees, which is afforestation. And how can you avoid the other one? By stopping to dispose waste products from the industries and toilets. That's what's written here. Stop disposing waste products and industrial waste in the river. Okay? So that is question 3. Okay, so we're going to the next question. Give an explanation as to why the Zambian, that is question 4 now, question 4 is saying, in which way would the paper making factory help in conservation of the environment? So how does the paper making factory help? This is a paper making factory. You remember, whenever you're making paper is made from trees. So that's the reason why these trees are being cut. So when these trees are cut, they are transported to this factory that manufactures paper. So how can the paper industry help in conservation of the environment, in looking after the environment? To conserve, it means to look after the environment. How does the paper industry help in conserving the environment? How do they look after the environment? So the paper factories, they plant new trees. That's how they can only help, by planting new trees. So question 4, the answer is by planting new trees. Can you see? Question 4 here, it's saying to plant new trees, some trees for paper production. So it means the paper factory should start planting new trees. That's the only way they can conserve the place. They can conserve the trees that were already cut. So by planting new trees for paper production, because if they keep on cutting, all the trees will finish. So they conserve the environment there. They preserve the environment. To conserve, it means to preserve. How do you preserve the environment there? By planting new trees. So the paper factory plants new trees for paper production. Okay? Yes. So that's question 4. Let's go to question 5. What is question 5 saying? Give an explanation as to why the Zambian government has formed monitoring bodies such as Examination Council of Zambia. Why is there the Examination Council of Zambia with regard to production of with regard to monitoring trees. So the Examination Council of Zambia, one of its roles, okay, is to monitor the cutting of trees in the country, such as in the forests or in different areas. So the Examination Council of Zambia will monitor the cutting of trees so that people don't cut trees anyhow, using it for charcoal, for firewood, because they may end up finish all the trees. And if they finish the trees, it will interfere with the food for the animals, because animals depend on eating trees, tree leaves, such as giraffes, zebras. Those ones, they eat leaves and grass and so on. So when you begin to cut all the trees, you affect the animals that depend on green vegetation for their survival. So the Examination Council of Zambia, the role for the Examination Council of Zambia is to regulate the cutting of trees. Okay, it controls deforestation. Okay, and it also educates people on the importance of planting of new trees. So let's look at the answer for question 4. Question 5 is here. Have you seen question 5? The answer is to what? Why is the Examination Council of Zambia there? To control and reduce deforestation. You see? So that's what it does. So it controls and reduces the cutting of trees, which is deforestation. So the Examination Council of Zambia, it controls and reduces deforestation of trees, meaning it controls and reduces the cutting of trees. Deforestation means to cut trees. Apart from that, it also educates the people living in an area. That's why I'm saying, apart from that, people are supposed to be educated on the importance of having trees in the environment. So the Examination Council of Zambia, it controls and reduces deforestation and also educates the citizens of that country on the importance of having trees in the environment. Okay. So let's go to the next question. The last question, which is question 6. Predict the type of pollution introduced by the moving car in the diagram. Can you see like a moving car? This is a moving car, guys. The moving car is this one here. Can you see it? It's moving. That's a moving car. As you can see, that moving car is a truck. So it's moving and it's producing gases in the air like that. So it's causing air pollution. Can you see there's that, all those gases that are coming in the air out from the opening as the car is moving. So it's causing air pollution. Okay. Predict the type of pollution produced by the moving car in the diagram. It is air pollution because it's removing gases from those openings and it's moving around the environment. Okay. So this car is actually causing air pollution. Let's look at the answer they gave. So this is it. Let's look at the answer now. So what is the answer? Air pollution. The truck is releasing smoke causing carbon monoxide. Okay? The truck is removing smoke causing carbon monoxide. So this is how you solve this question. And I hope you have understood and you have learned something. Until then, thank you for tuning and listening to FM Tuition Academy. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click subscribe. Thank you.